Okay, so today I am in Glenmary and behind me here is the headquarters of Glasstec Malaysia. What's happening? Well, we just took up another project car and this here is its very first stop. So let's head in and check it out. So what you are seeing here is a relatively rare example of an F30 LCI in the Malaysian market that is neither a 318i nor a 330e. This car here is a 320D. Now, there are plenty of 320Ds here in the Malaysian market, don't get me wrong. It's just that most of them are the pre-facelift models. Facelifted ones like this with the newer 2-liter B47 engine, they were only for sale for 1 year before being phased out in favor of the 330e plug-in hybrid. Now, the owner of this 320D here drove all the way down from Penang, handed the keys to us and gave us a long list of things of what he wants to do to enhance this car. And our first port of call here is Glasstec, where we gave him a new set of window films. So now, unlike the E60 project that we took on earlier, the brief for this F30 is relatively simpler. For starters, we are not doing any works to its exterior besides giving it a proper wash. This is because the owner has already invested in a repainting job. It's gotten new rims for the car, but we do have our work cut out inside. Okay, now inside here is where we will be earning most of our money, even though the owner has already gotten to work with many things. You see his dashboard, for example, the standard M Sport trim that would otherwise have been blue, been replaced by these carbon fiber inserts, and there's also a generous helping of Alcantara on this dashboard insert here as well. Similarly, down here, the gear lever, the panel, this side trim, the handbrake handle, all have been refinished in either carbon fiber, textured carbon fiber by the way, okay, and Alcantara. The steering wheel too has also been rewrapped in Alcantara, complete with the M tricolor stitching at the inner side. So when inside here in the steering wheel, there is this carbon fiber inserts here. So this owner is someone who really stops at nothing to beautify his car. You see the door handles, even the door handle. Now this is the original trim piece that came with the car, and he has decided to keep this blue because it matches the exterior color of his car. And inside here, this door handle is also finished in textured carbon fiber. Let me just feel the inside. No melting plastic here, and check it out, underneath here you have the full M Sport metal pedals in here. So what is our brief inside? Well, the owner is wanting to reupholster the seats into full Napa with DK Schweitzer leather, and the roof lining is already in M Sport fabric black, but he's going to change it into Alcantara together with the A, B and C pillars. And this is where a bit of project management comes into play. So from here in Glenmary, Glasstec, the next stop of this car will be Preferred Wheels just down the road, where they will be undertaking the job of redoing the roof and also the A, B and C pillars with the Alcantara finish. Then in that same neighborhood, after the roofs and the pillars come down, this car is then going to KL Auto, where it will be getting a full auto foam package. Owner has opted for the Euro Comfort package together with A, B and C pillar treatments. That's why whilst the Preferred Wheels team is rewrapping the pillars, this car will be going to KL Auto to have its inside auto foam and then brought back to Preferred Wheels, well, in time for the pillars to be installed. And later on, as we are still finalizing the design of the seats, we will be sending this to DK Schweitzer to have the seats reupholstered. But wait, there's more. So the only part of this car's exterior that we are fiddling with are the headlights. The owner complains that it looks a little aged and the daytime running lights are starting to go a bit yellow. So in collaboration with our friends from CSB Pro, we have offered him the solution to upgrade these to full laser headlights to give it better illumination at night. And we will also be repairing, or rather restoring, the DRLs to bring back the whiteness to its illumination. So this 320D came from the factory with M Sport specification. Now the owner, after upgrading the wheels to these beautiful 19-inch alloys, found the ride to be rather unsatisfactory, and he has requested that we source for him an aftermarket upgrade, and we did. So one of the final stops after we do all the interior works is that we will be sending this car to Mike's garage, where we will be installing a new STXA suspension kit. And after all that is done, we will have the car cleaned up and ready to be handed back to its owner. So we've got the tinting done. Now the F30 is here in KL Auto Glenmary. Along its way, the car made a detour over to Preferred Wheels, also in this neighborhood where the roof liner A and B pillars were removed for reupholstering. Now here in KL Auto, the car just underwent a full auto foam package of the undercarriage as well as its A and B pillars. So let's go check it out. So as you can see, the roof liner is taken down. The C pillar, B pillar, A pillars have been removed. The base of the B pillar has been removed as well, because this owner also took the B pillar package. So you can see here the foam has been injected, and this lower B pillar cowl has been taken out. In the F30, the process of removing this B pillar cowl also necessitates the removal of this lower cowl as well. So it's been taken out, and don't mind all the wires dangling here. This will all be reinstalled neatly back after we are done with it. So literally in the very same neighborhood of KL Auto Glenmary, the roof lining and the ABC pillars of the F30 are here at Preferred Wheels, going to be rewrapped into Alcantara. And here they are. So actually the condition of this roof lining, it's still in pretty good shape. The roof lining, the A pillar, B pillar and C pillar covers all here. The owner has specified very clearly that he wanted a quality Alcantara finish. So we're going to have to order the Alcantara material to be put on the roof lining as well as the pillars as well. So this is going to be here for a good few days, up to a week. So now KL Auto has completed their part of the project. The Preferred Wheels team meanwhile are still working on the Alcantara roof lining as well as C pillars. So whilst waiting for them to get that sorted, the car is now here at CSB Pro to receive upgrades to its headlights. So here we have it. Harry from the CSB Pro team is putting the sealant on the headlights. This is the left-sided headlight of the car. This is work in progress. Let me bring you to see the completed unit. This is the right headlight. It's completed. So what we have done is that the CSB Pro team has changed the main beam to these Parker Dynamic laser projector headlamps. You have given it new lenses and also the acrylic guidance for the daytime running lights. So these headlights, when installed, it's going to make the car look good as new. This is the new lens that will be going on to the left headlight here. So you can see this one also, the new laser projectors as well as the DRL acrylics. And he's going to put the new lens in to seal it. So Harry here has informed me that after sealing the left-sided headlight, both headlights will then be ready to be installed into the car. Now, it's not just a simple thing of screwing the lights back together and plugging the wires back in. There's still work to be done. Most important of which, of course, is to calibrate the throw of the beams. This is to ensure that one, you do not glare oncoming cars at night, and two, by focusing the beam throw properly, you get maximum effectiveness of the illumination. You see, the thing is this: if you do not focus the beam throw into a properly defined area, what happens is that the illumination will be scattered all over the place, and what you have is a very bright headlights that does not really illuminate the road in front. What you want is, you want all the light to be focused so that exactly the area that you need illuminated is effectively and efficiently illuminated. So the CSB Pro team has reinstalled the headlights to the car, and what you can see here is that this is the original LED illumination still there, whereas here is upgraded to the new Parker dynamic laser illumination that gives not only better illumination but also a better defined throw in front, as I would show you later on. And I really like the work of the CSB Pro team here in that they are able to upgrade the illumination of your car while still enabling the car to keep an original factory looking appearance. So now, as I said before, one of the things that distinguishes the work of the CSB Pro team here is that they put in the effort to properly calibrate and focus the throw of their headlights. As you can see from the wall here, you will notice that the left side illuminates higher slightly than that of the right side, because when it comes to calibrating the throw of the beam, there is a convention that on the passenger side the light is supposed to shine slightly higher than on the driver's side. The reasoning is simple: because at night on the driver's side is when opposing cars are coming. You do not want to glare them, whereas on the passenger side, potentially pedestrians may be walking your way and you want the light to sort of shine slightly higher a bit to get into their eyes so that they are alert that you are coming. Also, another thing I like is that if you see here, the throw is properly focused and defined. Here are the things that were removed from the headlights. These were the original lens covers that have faded with time, and these are the acrylic guiding tubes for the daytime running lights. So how this works is that inside the headlamp unit, this sits on top of an LED module that lights up. It shines light through this tube and it illuminates the entire ring, thereby giving the car its trademark angel eye look. This is how it works for almost any form of LED illumination. The light at the edge, it shines, it illuminates this whole acrylic tube to give the car its signature lighting appearance. Okay, so the CSB Pro team has released the car and we are now on our way to send it back to preferred wheels in Glenmary. Oh my god, the torque of this engine is sensational. This is my first time driving a 320D with the B47 engine, and wow. Okay, granted, the owner told me that this engine is tuned, but the response is instantaneous. It pulls hard, and the ride quality actually is pretty good. And this is despite the fact that the owner having requested that I get the suspension upgraded at Mike's garage to STXA coilovers. So the whole purpose that we are offering this service from A to Z for the customer is that we realize ever since the pandemic, a lot of people have come to see the value of time. There are a lot of car enthusiasts out there that want to do a lot of things with their cars, or even maintain their cars, enhance their cars, but their busy schedules just don't permit them to do the banker life. And which is where we come in, because not only do we know a couple of things about cars, we also know a few good people who do good work with cars, and we want to also promote their business as well, which is why I am very transparently offering the service, fully disclosing all the partners that I work with. Because if you watch my videos and you decide that you don't need my services, you can go direct to these people that I work with. I am just as happy to do so, because what it meant is that I have helped a fellow entrepreneur who does good and honest work in the marketplace to get extra business. And it also means that I have helped you, the car enthusiast, solve a particular problem that may have been bugging you for a few months, a few years. You see, the thing is this: I know a few things about this industry, but I can't solve every problem out there. But I know there are certain problems that can be solved by certain people, and it is my mission to connect people with problems with their cars to other people who can solve them. So now, in case you're wondering, no, I don't shuttle every project car from place to place personally. Sometimes I do it, but most of the time I delegate that task to either my tow truck or the network of drivers by 21 North Europe. You see, 21 North Europe is a very interesting company whose service is providing drivers for workshops, for showrooms, for dealers to shuttle cars from location to location for a fee. And the thing why I enjoy working with them is that they provide me with drivers who are trained, and of course the trip is insured, and they carry GPS trackers. So the whole process, of the moment where the car is moving from one location to another, not only is it covered by insurance, but also it is transparently tracked from end to end. And most importantly, of course, is that it saves the time of me and my team, and that allows us to work on even more cars. Now, this service, we also regularly use it for our customers who lead busy lives in their schedule. They want to have their cars cleaned by our team, but they don't have the time. So we send the drivers to pick the cars up from the comforts of their home or their office, bring it to EvoClub Car Wash, where we do all the washing and all that, and send it back to them without them needing to leave their homes. Okay, so we've brought the car safely to preferred wheels. Now we are putting on the ABC pillars as well as the roof lining. Look up there. Now the roof lining is already up. Check it out. So it's all Alcantara. The pillars C, B, A pillars all now next to go up. Check this out. So the F30 is now full Alcantara on the roof lining, on the pillars, and the sun visors are missing. Why? Because the owner has additionally requested for the sun visors. He made a change of mind midway, and he requested for the sun visors to be wrapped in Alcantara as well. So we're going to, so I've left the sun visors behind for the preferred wheels team to work on, and we'll come back and collect them later on. He's also requested that the steering wheel be rewrapped, because the Alcantara, as it ages, it degrades, right? The Alcantara that was previously rewrapped about 3 years ago has degraded. We would refresh his steering here. The horn hub will be wrapped in Alcantara, but the rim will be refinished now in Napa. Okay, so by now we have gotten the car's window tinted. with glass-tech window films. We have gotten the chassis strengthened by Autofoam, the headlights upgraded by CSB Pro, the roof lining refinished into Alcantara. Next up, this car will be headed to Mike's garage for a full set of STXA coilovers. It will be then going to DK Schweitzer to have the interior re-upholstered into full Napa, and of course finally the EvoClub Car Wash team will finish up the job with a proper cleanup. So if you would like to follow the journey of this F30, find out what happens to its next, you may want to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you will know when I release my next video on this car. Do also share with me your thoughts down below in the comment section, and if you would like perhaps to have your car done up like how this F30 has done, or like how our previous E60 and Nazaria projects, you may want to reach out to us, the EvoClub Car Wash team, via Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp. I've also recently, by popular demand, started a Telegram channel where you and I can connect directly, chit-chat and talk any car-related topics at all. Of course, do follow also the channels of all my other Horizon team members as well. And remember that every Monday night, Bobby, Tana, Thomas and myself are live on Facebook and YouTube to take your car buying questions. So that's it from me today. Until my next video, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.